So the deal is almost official now. Heartland FC are set to return back into the Nigerian Premier League, that's the NPFL, after being relegated last season. They've now successfully bought the slot of Beyond Limits, and from the report, it's around 350 million naira, and this is obviously a lot of money because, I mean, even the winners of the NPFL, that's Rangers FC, they didn't even walk home with that much amount of money. I think it was half of it, around 150, 200 million naira. And to think that Heartland are actually buying a slot in the Premiership with twice as much that money, it's really crazy. But I'm not really surprised because the owner of Beyond Limits is a very serious businessman in Kunle Tsunami. He's also the owner of Bet Nigeria and also the owner of Remo Stars. So this man is serious with business. I'm going to play a short clip about what he said, leading to the sale of the slot of one of his clubs.
Football for us is not social service, it is business. The management of Beyond Limits, they will sit together, they're already sitting together to see if they can cope with the challenges of challenge and the rigors of the Premiership. Vis-a-vis financial commitments and also physical commitments. If they feel they are up to it, 100% will play. If they think they are not up to it, then they'll have to think about other ways of monetizing their laurel.
But even though that deal has been agreed and money has been paid, it's still not official now because the league management committee would need to announce this, and then the NPFL would approve it and make it official. That's when Heartland can now be promoted. And once this is done, Emmanuel Amunike is going to sign a deal to be the next coach of Heartland FC. That's based on the reports I'm getting. Move on and give you guys some transfer updates. And let me let you know that Chigozie Awaziem has now moved from Boa Vista of Portugal to FC Cincinnati, which is a club side in the USA. That's the MLS, MLS league. And this man obviously is delighted with this move. Awaziem commended the love that he has received from the Cincinnati fans, even though it's just been a few days that he, touched down in the club. But again, the man is really happy to have made the move. He has started to feel the connections with the fan, with his fellow players and things like that. And one good thing about his move now is that he has one Nigerian there that can show him around, make him get comfortable and help him to, settle well and very quickly at the club. We have the likes of Obin Namobodo, who is already part of the squad. So it's going to be a lot easier for him to blend with the team and, maybe start performing ASAP and not feel like he is in a strange man's land. We wish Awaziem all the best as he looks forward to start strongly with FC Cincinnati. And then some more transfer update. Let me let you know that George Elenikana has now transferred from Royal Antwerp into AS Roma. He has now returned back to the French league after leaving just a year ago. He actually played for Amiens, and that was where he was transferred to Royal Antwerp. And now he returns to the club for a fee of £18 million plus an additional £2 million in add-ons. George Elenikana is only 17 years old, and he is someone who is very, very talented in attacking football. He scored a few goals as well when he played for his past clubs, Amiens, Royal Antwerp, and the likes. And there's still possibility that this man could come around to play for Nigerian Spikes, but he's still young and is still developing, of course. But he also has some strong ties with France. But the reports coming out, from a close source is hinting that he might be open to playing for Nigerian Super Eagles, when the time comes. But still on transfer, let me give you guys a bit of an underrated transfer, but this is definitely a prospect for Nigerian Super Eagles. 18 years old, Hassan Mohammed has now moved from the Kaduna-based Unity FC to the NK Lokomotiva Zagreb. It's a club side that's based in Croatia. He was actually scouted by this club side's agents who came for a tournament in Kaduna and observed the boys, how they played, and they found him very talented and decided to give him the contract for him to sign. Congratulations to this young man. Of course, he's definitely a very talented guy, has some really huge prospects, and then we'll follow up on his development, see what happens, in the future. For the next update, Super Falcons have been backed by a lot of people, a number of stakeholders, to bounce back from that defeat against Brazil, and get the result against Spain. And I know this is going to be like the hardest thing that they ever have to do, because Spain is also a very strong side, maybe even stronger than Brazil. But right now, a lot of people are backing Super Falcons, and precisely the sports minister, Senator John Enoh, released a statement and expressed optimism that the Super Falcons are going to bounce back. He said that he has high hopes in the team that they are going to qualify from the group, even though we have champions in the group. Spain and Japan left to be played for the second and third group games. Another person who has jumped in support for the Super Falcons is Victor Ikpeba. Of course, I talked about him, I think, in the last video, but the man is still insisting that the Super Falcons are going to give Spain a headache in that game on the 28th. He says that this is a team that is really balanced, that they are complete. As he said before, the problem is not scoring goals, but he believes that if this is worked on very much by the coach, that they are going to start scoring goals, and that game against Spain is a match that we will be surprised, that the world will be surprised at how they are going to, get a result in that match. But all of these optimistic talks will not mean much if the girls cannot pick themselves up and get back to work to better themselves, before that game tomorrow. I just said that it's going to be on the 28th, and I totally forgot that 28th is tomorrow on Sunday, so that game is already almost upon us. And Coach Randy Wardrum and the girls are definitely going to get to work today, and then in the early hours of tomorrow, because it's going to be in the evening, Sunday evening, that game, just like the Brazil game. So Randy Wardrum is going to want to work with the girls. As usual, they are going to train, but the training won't be much of a very stressful one, just normal tactical training, and of course trying to perfect on the areas that they were lacking in that game against Brazil. I have some really massive confidence in this team, and I know that something is going to happen. I believe that we are going to make a statement. We are not just leaving these Olympics in the group stages. We are going to really make a statement, show that we actually came for that tournament, and I believe that that's going to start happening from this Spain game. Spain already won their first game, so we are going to go into that game with a lot more motivation than Spain. We want to play like we are going to die on that pitch, because we need that point more than Spain, obviously. But let's see what happens. I'm definitely going to give you guys updates as they break regarding Super Falcons and everything in between. That's the update, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and leave a reaction for any of the stories that you like, and also share the video. And God bless you. Stay tuned for more updates.